Today is yet another day that we have been blessed with, and then we come your way with yet another edition of the program Know Yourself. This is a channel that we have designed to help educate, give you information relating to life so we can all live peacefully. Today, we have such an exciting topic to discuss with you, and that is communication between husband and wife. Those of you who are regular listeners and then viewers of this channel, we have embarked upon a long journey of trying to travel us through communication. We have seen that we can make or break our relationship through the level of communication that we have. And I believe that the focus today is once again on couples, that how do we effectively communicate and so we don't bring any problems or have any challenges in our marriages. I believe the basis of a good marriage is the effective use of communication, and it is not just communication, effective use of communication. Communication in marriage is therefore complete when a couple can. In this one, I just want to share with you some three general bases. If the communication between the two of you can help you complete this, then of course it means that you are getting somewhere in your relationship. One, you learn to listen and speak to each other effectively. So you speak and you listen effectively, and you need to learn the requisites skills that will help you speak and then listen effectively. Then number two, generally, you also need to settle conflict or problems in a positive and constructive manner without hurting each other. As we are couples, we are liable to have challenges here and there. But anytime conflicts arise, it is our duty to find a solution to it and settle them amicably. Then number three, if you are in a position to share idea, information, and feelings without any embarrassment. So we have then said that in that way, generally, then you have an effective communication existing between you as husband and wife. Indeed, when we come to our setting, especially in Africa, talking about sexual issues has often been a taboo in many marriages and homes. And so to be able to openly discuss sexual issues with children, you, the couple, the parent, you need to learn to communicate about this between yourselves. So parents who cannot have effective communication between them tend to have difficulty in communicating appropriately with their children. And so you need to, there's a saying, charity begins at home. So you need to be abreast with yourself, the two of you being able to speak about sexual issues so you can then transfer it onto your children. Now, these are the general three that I gave you, but I want to specifically share with you other 8 points that we believe would facilitate our communicating effectively. One, anytime that you are communicating, the two of you as couple, you need to choose the right time to communicate with your spouse. Whether a male or a female, we need to find the right time. And I want to suggest that you do not start complaining about problems at home when a partner has just come home tired, maybe from work. You also need to look at the person's indeed demeanor. What is his personal makeup, the situation, whether he's angry, he's happy, or whatever. That will also inform the kind of conversation that should come. So you need to choose the right time to communicate. Then, number two, you need to develop a pleasant tone of voice. In most cases, we are tempted to shout when we are, at times, we want to communicate, yet we'll be shouting. And I'm saying that you need to develop a pleasant tone of voice when you indeed want to communicate. You need to make sure you express your feelings or opinion in a nice and respectful manner by speaking calmly. And number three, as couple, if you want to communicate effectively, then you need to be clear and then be specific as well. Say exactly what you want to say and say it clearly. Indeed, you need to avoid statement that can lend itself to more than one interpretation, and that will help. Your spouse will not struggle to get what you want to put across. Then number 4, be positive when you are communicating. Do not find fault all the time. That is the temptation, blame game. Learn to be appreciative of your partner and show recognition. Learn to say sorry when need be, and then also be ready to forgive when you have to. You need to also develop the spirit of forgiveness, because you are from two different backgrounds coming together to be one, as is enshrined in the scriptures. And therefore, there's a tendency for you to err. And anytime that happens, try and forgive your partner. Then number 5, be courteous, sensitive, and respectful of your partner's opinion. Learn to be tolerant of each other's opinions, even if you do not agree. Someone said that try to disagree agreeably, and I believe that will help you to move on as couple. Then number 6, you need to develop patience and sensitivity to your partner's feelings. Share each other's happiness and sorrows. Don't be self-centered. It is everything should be about you. Please endeavor to put yourself in your partner's stead. And this will help you appreciate the fact that he or she is also equally a human being, just as you are a human being. So try. And then when the person is happy, you try to share with his or her happiness. If the person is in a situation that calls for you to be sad, try and be there for your partner. And I believe this is the best expression of love you can offer your spouse. Number 7, know your partner. That is very important. Know yourself, as the channel itself says. You need to learn to observe your partner's temperaments and act to respond accordingly. So know the person that you are with. Study his likes, her likes and dislikes, and then his dislikes as well. Then I want to end by saying that you need to develop the art of conversation. Conversation is an art, and so develop it. Acquire the habit of talking to each other on any issue of interest to both of you. Then again, you need to learn to drop topics that can cause conflicts. Bring such topics later on when need be. And so conversation is an art. So know when to do what, the time, and all that. And I believe after we have gone through and taken care of all these, I am very sure we'll have meaningful and fruitful relationship. I wish you well in your endeavors as couples. Our hope is that you continue to serve us. If you have any comments, it's always welcome. Thank you so much for your time.